This segment is sponsored by West Michigan Band Instruments. I am here with Mike Michewicz and Phil Marsh at this beautiful store located right on the corner of Plainfield and 4 Mile in Grand Rapids, ready to meet all of your instrumental needs. It's back to school time. Why do you want folks to choose you?
Primarily for products and service. We give great service, we have great instruments, we have all good soft accessories, and we deliver fast personal service.
It is about relationships and sort of letting the customer know that you're here to meet their needs, whatever they're going to be.
Absolutely. I've been playing around in the area for years, 30, 40 years, and I know a lot of the band directors that I call, and I'm a road guy here too. And I've developed relationships with them over the years, and so I really enjoy calling on them and then helping them out with whatever they need to do at whatever school system.
You talked about selection. Let's talk about some of the products and the brands that you carry in the store.
Absolutely. All of our instruments are like new or new that we rent out, and they're even available for purchase if you want to go that route. We have all band director recommended brands in addition to that. And like Phil said, our service is second to none. We're 24 hours on call. I've gotten off the couch at Friday night from a nap to help out students. We've seen repairs in schools where they were just sitting there and they were told 2 weeks. We had it the next day. It's just our culture. It's a family-owned business, so all of that is from the perspective of family and building relationships with all of our community.
It is inevitable. You put an instrument in the hand of a child. There are going to be bumps and bruises along the way, and so it runs the gamut. I'm sure the servicing that you do for these.
And students bump them, they set it down, it gets knocked off a stand, or it gets kicked around, or they threw it across the bedroom. Those are all things which happen on a pretty regular basis, but we take care of that all the time, and we pride ourselves in turning that around, and that's a big part of our rental business, is being able to take care of that.
By high school, some kids may be on their second instrument. They've become more sophisticated musicians, and they're making selections, and I know that you can move them up into a
Pro
higher
instrument,
yeah. But for those children who are excited to be making their first trip to the band class, maybe middle school age, how does that work, getting them into the right instrument and making sure it's going to work for them?
I think the most important thing is to match the instrument to the student in terms of what they want to play. It's not just, here, play this, right? Obviously, band directors need a certain number of flute players, a certain number of clarinet players, and so on and so forth. But as I tell my students, if you don't like your instrument, you're probably not going to practice it very much. So if a student wants to play a trumpet, we put the trumpet in their hands and see how well they do and if that suits them from an embouchure standpoint. And that's probably the biggest thing. So once you get a horn in a student's hands that they want to play, the rest is, let's inspire them and motivate them to play.
Absolutely. And on that pathway, I was brought on board because I speak band director very well. Students will come in here and we give them as much time as they want. And I'm a very good saxophone guy and I can do everything, but we also have just amazing professional trumpet players, brass players, and we sit in as much time and as many days as they would need to fit the instrument to what they need, because everybody's mouths are different, everybody's hands are different, and preferences are different. And it's a decision that will last a long time. So we want to take as much time as necessary and use everything that we know to help that student make their great choice.
Whenever I'm in here, the passion for this is palpable.
Yeah.
You guys love what you do. You're musicians yourselves.
Yeah.
You really care about what you're doing for folks.
I myself, when I was young, my dad had a music store, and I would watch the floor for him when he would do these group piano lessons. And that's where my passion and desire started, because we would have people come in and play different instruments and you go, wow, that was really, I love that sound. I've grown up with a love of music because of my parents. But from there, I've just gone on to various music stores, and I've been affiliated with the people here at West Michigan Band for 30 plus years. And it is a passion. It is a great deal of fun, especially when you love to do something. You can really enjoy it.
All right, West Michigan Band Instruments, it's the place to be. 4 Mile and Plainfield in Grand Rapids. Check them out on their website, westmichiganband.com. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.